Good evening, guys. Welcome to Fintopia. So, uh, before we start, let's quickly have a disclaimer. So, we are an educational channel. This is not an investment advice. We are not SEBI registered research analysts. Markets do carry risk, and the segment which we deal in, which is FNO, carries the maximum risk. Past performance is definitely not a promise for the future performance. Always do your research or consult a SEBI financial advisor before making any financial decisions. So first let's look at our strategy, what exactly they did, right? So BNF earner have basically, yeah, it has reduced its profits. So overall I think we are negative and we have come down I think significantly, right? Just a sec. Let's look at the stats for this. Yeah, so as you guys can see, the peak was where 64, and we are at now 39, 38, right? So this is where we are because Bank Nifty kind of consolidating. We will look at the chart, and our strategies are directional in nature. So basically, it is supposed to manage the risk at this point in time. And overall, if we look at, yeah, we are further down around 34. So I think we have reduced significantly from the peak which we had created recently. But that's fine, right? That is part of all the algo strategy. Nifty earner is where it was. Yeah, overall I think it is in a good profit. It is in a good profit, yes. Because IV is dropping, the Nifty had a good directional. So whatever basically BNF earner have lost, Nifty earner have gained. So this is how basically they compensate sometimes each other, right? Not always. There are instances where both lose money, but at the most of that, there are periods. So there are basically period where both make money. That is the golden period. I mean that is where the exact growth of overall portfolio happens, right? Everything is green. Your money kind of doubles and goes up. There are period when both lose, the baddest period of all, right? So that is where our portfolio comes down, although our strategies are designed to lose less and gain more, but it does happen, right? So they both lose money. There are period when one is losing money, another is making, so it is kind of we are slowly inching up or slowly going down depending upon what is the intensity of each instrument is. But I think that is the stage we are in at the moment. Soon enough, I think both are going to catch up, either upside or downside. We will see that. And then there are instances where nothing happens. There are periods where, I mean, both make in a way that it is not making any sense. We just match the brokerage which we make. So that's how it is. Nifty Sniper did not take any trade today. Overall, if we look at, yeah, we are positive. And its brokerage is less. It is a purely option buying strategy. So that's fine. Let's look at the index, right? Index, if you look at on a weekly basis, it is firmly down, but it is in a zone from where it can spike, right? So this is a weekly chart. If you look at this particular chart, there is a possibility. I mean, going further down from here will, I mean, doesn't happen a lot, as you can see, right? So this is the zone where it remains. Does something goes little up, come down, right? Every time it doesn't have to go to 20 plus. Sometimes it goes to 15s and come back. Yeah, or it can go further down, but downside is lower. I think 9 somewhere last time it went. 9.5 fish zone, right? US VIX definitely has come down. It is at 15.7. So I think globally perceived risk is a little bit in control. If you look at the Nifty 50 on a weekly chart, the candle, I mean, of course, today is too immature to discuss the candle, but at the moment it is not looking very good, right? It is a big wick and small body at the top of a trend. This is the trend, right? At the top of a trend, it has that kind of this thing, and it is at a zone where a heavy resistance is there. I think we were the only ones yesterday. I was looking at few videos and few analysis. I spoke to few friends who trade. I think we were the only one Fintopians who kind of posted a negative view, right? But any which ways, let me not gloat. Our views also go wrong, and based on view, we do not trade. We only trade based on algo views, right? And it happens automatically. Today, I took a small manual trade, lost 11,000 and closed it. But yeah, I mean, I should have not done it any which ways. Let's drill it down. Go to daily. On a daily, it is a negative looking candle, right? Look at this. Yesterday, I thought that this candle have lost the play and something will happen from here. It did went above this particular candle, but got a rejection. So this particular zone, the red zone, if you can see on my chart, right, will act as a strong resistance. And it has kind of made a very negative pattern, right? From here, it can go down. Now, how down? These lines can give some indications, right? The first target, other targets, depends. But it has to go down from here. I mean, we'll see how this thing. If you look at the, yeah, if you look at the gift nifty, wow, there is a drop, boss. Wow. Feels good, right? Yesterday we took a negative view when everything was looking positive. But I'll show you guys today also. I think we have discovered something. But look at the gift nifty. It is at 24,300 and our nifty futures closed at 24,440. Right? All our strategies are negative. So something would have happened, right? If you look at the US, S&P is also falling. So let's see. This is a zone of resistance clearly, right? I mean, let's look at the Nifty. I wanted to show you guys this. Everything is not that bleak. If you look at this particular chart, it is kind of a reverse head and shoulder, right? Shoulder or shoulder, double shoulder kind of. Head, shoulder, right? So of course this zone will offer some resistance, but if we can break this particular green candle, then target will be at least from 500, 500 to around 1000 plus points, right? And it can go up from there. So this will be, yeah, as you can see on a daily, there is no resistance afterwards. There will be, I mean, of course, if you look at the candles, so first resistance could be this one and that one, but smaller ones, right? Nothing which jumps out of on a daily candle, daily chart. So yeah, I think tomorrow we will brace for a fall, but anything can happen. I mean, morning it can be 200 point up also. We don't know. So we will see what happens. Bank Nifty, if you look at it, is again showing a negative kind of a pattern. And it also have that a weird head and shoulder kind of a pattern. But today's candle is negative. right? And it can get some support around this low of this candle, green candle or a red candle. Let's take a red candle. The first support could be at around 57,456, right? Just a disclaimer that this is not a trading advice. We are studying the price and its movement, right? So that's how it is. But this is a strong rejection zone. Yeah. So I think going further down doesn't make any sense. I think weekly and daily is giving us a good this thing. What do you say? View. But if you guys need, let's have a look at 1 hour chart. Yeah, that particular zone, our lines are working, I think, beautifully. So first support we can see at around 57 800 zone, that particular thing, and then second is 57 500 to 4 50 zone, and the final one is 57 920 92. That is going to be the support for Bank Nifty. But let's see. I want the proper trend there. I mean, it has been consolidating more and trending less lately, right? There was a trend, and then this kind of wedge, if you see, right, there was an uptrend. So we went from around 50 to 500 ish zone or 53,000 zone to 58,000, right? This particular trend ended here, right? This with this particular red candle, which is uh, high is 56,839. Afterwards, we are wiggling around, right? This. It is kind of a rising wedge. Rising wedge doesn't result in a, I mean, very rarely result in a upward strong movement, right? If movement comes, it comes down. Rising, that is the major main characteristic of a rising wedge. If this particular candle would have been made and it was kind of making a lower wedges, right? Then there was a possibility it will break up and go up. But at the moment, I think I'm not very encouraged with the chart. It is showing weakness, right? So that's that. Gift Nifty, of course, we have discussed. Do let me in comments, guys, what you want from this analysis, because I'm new to this particular activity, right? If you need any changes or adjustments in the way we basically discuss the format, let me know so we can do it. On a weekly, if you see, there are strong wicks on top, very small candle, no volume kind of a thing, right? The kind of volume we have had here, these volumes are less. These are less than even these volumes, right? So, yeah, I think it needs a kind of a trigger or something which can take the market up or down. But at the moment, I think we are consolidating and we will see, keep on seeing in Bank Nifty 500, 600 kind of a movement up or down. It will keep on bouncing, and Nifty also similarly. It needs some trigger. It needs some trigger which can basically uh, make a firmer movement either up or down, right? So that guys, thank you for watching Fintopia. Have a great night ahead.